Welcome to our deep dive. You ready to jump into AI business leadership?
Always exciting stuff.
We're going to crack open these MSI training materials they have for a certificate in AI business leadership.
Right.
So think of it kind of like getting a backstage pass, right? To how AI is like totally changing how businesses work. And I mean, not in some like far off future, like right now.
Absolutely happy knowing
Yeah,
about
we're
it.
talking about things like making marketing that's so personalized, like it was made just for you.
Yeah.
Designing products that are so innovative, it's like they knew what you needed before you did.
Right.
And optimizing supply chains that are so efficient, they'd make a Swiss watchmaker jealous.
It's really impressive to see how AI is going from like this concept everyone talked about to actually being a tool
Yeah.
that's reshaping industries.
Yeah.
And these training materials, they really lay out like a roadmap, for businesses that want to use AI and like get that competitive edge.
All right, so let's get into it.
All right.
Before we see AI in action, though, let's define like what we're even talking about.
Right.
What is artificial intelligence?
So at its core, AI is about making machines that can do things that usually need human intelligence.
Okay.
Like think about it as building systems that can learn, reason, solve problems, and even make decisions, all based on the data they process.
So it's more than just like number crunching then.
Way more.
It's about like giving machines the ability to like learn and change.
Yeah, to
Right.
adapt to what they're seeing.
Which brings us to machine learning. Is that like part of AI?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Machine learning is a specific type of AI where algorithms get better as they see more data.
So the more information they get, the better they get at what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine a computer going through tons of information
Yeah.
and using it to figure out what might happen next.
Okay.
Or to make like super complicated decisions.
Yeah.
That's machine learning working.
And these predictions aren't just like random guesses though, right?
Oh no.
How does the system actually learn?
It's like training a dog. You give them a treat when they do something good.
Right.
And over time, the dog learns what to do to get the treat.
Yeah.
In the same way, machine learning algorithms, they're trained on these huge sets of data, and they learn by finding patterns and connections in the data,
Okay.
which lets them make better and better predictions or decisions.
Got it. So it's all about patterns and constantly getting better based on experience.
Exactly. Learning from what they see.
Now, these MSI materials, they break down different types of machine learning.
Yeah, they do.
Could you kind of explain those for us?
Absolutely. So let's start with supervised learning.
Sure.
It's one of the most common types.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the algorithm learns from what we call labeled data that's already been tagged with the right answer.
Okay.
This is how, like, spam filters figure out the difference between spam and real emails.
Interesting.
They're given a bunch of emails that are already categorized, spam or not spam,
Right.
and they use that info to figure out what makes an email spammy.
So it's like giving the algorithm flashcards with the answers on the back.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Okay, it learns by example. What about the other types, though?
So unsupervised learning is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Because here, the algorithm explores data without any labels.
Oh, wow.
It has to find hidden patterns and structures on its own.
Oh, so like it doesn't even know what it's looking for.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Think about like a store using this to group customers who buy similar things. It reveals these clusters and trends they might have missed.
So instead of flashcards, it's like putting together a puzzle, but you don't even have the picture on the box.
That's a really good way to think about it, yeah.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
Okay.
And then there's reinforcement learning,
Okay.
where the algorithm learns by trying things out and seeing what works,
Okay.
like we do. The system interacts with its surroundings and gets like rewards for good choices
Right.
and penalties for bad ones.
Yeah.
This is how self-driving cars are learning to navigate, roads and traffic.
Makes sense.
They make decisions based on what's around them,
Mm-hmm.
and those decisions are always being evaluated and adjusted.
So like it makes a decision and then it's like, oh, that was good or oh, that was bad.
Exactly.
It
Learns
learns.
from its mistakes.
So it's like playing a video game for AI, right?
Yeah, like it's learning the rules as it goes.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
But these MSI materials also talk about something called generative AI. Is that
Right.
like a whole other thing?
Generative AI is where things get really exciting. I
Ah.
think it goes beyond just analyzing data.
Mhm.
It can actually create new content.
Oh, wow.
Think about AI making images that look like photographs or composing music or even writing scripts.
Mm.
It's really pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
Wow. So it's like AI is becoming like a creator itself.
It's getting creative in its own way.
That's pretty amazing. What are some of the real world applications of that?
One of the biggest ones is in design.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine using AI to come up with different versions of a product design,
Mm-hmm.
or to find the perfect shape for a car part to make it super aerodynamic.
Yeah.
This is where these things called generative adversarial networks come in, or JANs for short.
Jans. Oh,
A JAN has two neural networks that work together.
okay.
One creates new data and the other tries to tell if the data is real or fake.
Oh, wow.
So it's like they're competing against each other.
Yeah.
This competition makes them both better,
Right.
and you get these really realistic and sophisticated outputs.
So it's like having two AI artists, right, that
Yeah.
are always trying to outdo each other.
Exactly. Always pushing each other to be more creative.
Okay, cool. And these materials also mention transformer models like GPT-3.
Yes.
What's so special about those?
Transformer models like GPT-3 are changing how we create content.
Okay.
They're amazing at understanding and generating human language.
So they can like write and understand like we do.
Basically,
Yeah.
think about writing a marketing email or a social media post.
Mm.
GPT-3 can create text that's grammatically correct,
Right.
but also engaging and tailored to your audience.
So it's like having a whole team of writers at your fingertips.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm really starting to see how AI is actually impacting businesses, in different areas.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
But let's get specific.
Yeah.
How is it changing things in marketing, product development, and finance?
Let's start with marketing.
Okay.
Imagine creating ads that are so personalized, they speak directly to each customer's interests.
Okay.
AI can analyze huge amounts of data
Hmm.
to predict what each person is most likely to be interested in.
Wow.
This means you can deliver ads that are not only more relevant,
Right.
but also more effective.
So it's like having a marketing team that knows each customer personally.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And what about sales? I imagine AI could help a lot there too.
Definitely AI is freeing up salespeople so they can focus on the human side of their jobs.
Okay.
Think about things like creating sales content like proposals, presentations,
Mhm.
even product descriptions.
Right.
AI can automate those tasks,
Okay.
saving time and making things more efficient.
So it's like having a super efficient assistant working all the time.
Yeah, always there to help.
What about customer service? I bet AI is making a big difference there too.
Huge AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants are changing customer service completely.
Oh, yeah.
They can be available 24/7, instantly answering common questions and solving basic problems.
That's super helpful.
Leads to happier customers and less stress on human agents
Yeah.
who can then focus on the more complicated issues.
So it's like having a virtual customer service team that never sleeps.
Exactly. Always there to help.
But what about product development? How's AI changing that?
AI can really speed up the design process.
Okay.
Imagine generating tons of design options way faster than humans could.
Wow.
AI algorithms can analyze huge data sets of existing designs, materials,
Mm.
and engineering principles
Right.
to come up with innovative and efficient solutions.
So it's like giving product developers like a supercharged toolkit.
Yeah, giving them the tools to be even more creative and efficient.
The possibilities seem endless.
They really do.
And we can't forget about finance. How's AI impacting that world?
AI is a perfect fit for finance.
Okay.
It can analyze tons of financial data to find trends, assess risks,
Right.
and even detect fraud, all in real time.
Wow.
That means more accurate forecasting,
Mm-hmm.
better investment decisions,
Mm-hmm.
and stronger security.
So it's like having a financial guardian angel watching over everything.
Yeah, always looking out for you.
But AI's impact doesn't stop there, right? What
Right.
about operations management?
Operations management is another area where AI is making a big difference.
Okay.
Think about optimizing supply chains,
Yeah.
predicting changes in demand, managing inventory levels,
Mm,
and anticipating problems before they happen.
that's huge.
It is AI can make operations more efficient,
Right.
more resilient,
Okay.
and incredibly adaptable.
And these MSI materials, they highlight some really impressive success stories.
They do some great examples.
Are there any that really stand out to you?
One that I thought was really interesting was Trendsetters.
Okay.
It's a retail company that used AI-powered personalized marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and they boosted customer engagement by 25%
Wow.
and sales by a huge 30%.
That's incredible.
They did this by tailoring their marketing messages to each customer's individual preferences,
Yeah.
really showing the power of AI-driven personalization.
That's awesome. And then there's Auto Innovate.
Yeah.
an automotive company that used AI for design optimization.
Right.
They actually reduced production costs by 20%.
Impressive.
And at the same time, they improved the vehicle's performance.
Yeah, that's a win-win.
Talk about a win-win.
It is.
It's fascinating how AI isn't just about efficiency.
You're right.
It's also about innovation,
Absolutely pushing the boundaries.
Like take MedGen,
Yeah.
a healthcare company that used AI to cut their drug discovery time in half.
Yeah, that's huge, especially in an industry where time is so important.
Right.
It can literally save lives.
And we can't forget FinTech Solution,
No.
a financial services company that used AI to fight fraud.
Yeah, they were able to reduce fraudulent activities by 40%, which is really important for building trust and security with their customers.
Absolutely. And then there's Precision Parts,
Right.
a manufacturing company that used AI-powered predictive maintenance.
Yeah, they were able to reduce equipment downtime by 35%,
That's amazing.
which means more productivity and fewer unexpected problems.
These are some really impressive examples of AI in action.
They really are.
But how can businesses actually build an organization that's ready for AI?
That's the big question.
It seems like it takes more than just using fancy algorithms.
It definitely does.
What else needs to happen?
It all starts with having a good AI strategy.
Okay.
Companies need to figure out what their goals are
Mm.
and how AI can help them reach those goals.
Right.
It's about making sure that their AI initiatives are aligned with their business objectives.
So it's not just about jumping on the AI bandwagon.
No, definitely not.
It's about having a plan.
A clear roadmap.
Yeah.
And it's also really important to assess your organization's AI readiness.
What does that mean?
Well, do you have the data, the infrastructure, and the skills that
Yeah.
you need to make AI work for you?
That makes sense.
These are crucial questions to answer before you dive in.
Yeah, you wouldn't build a skyscraper without a solid foundation.
Exactly. You need the right groundwork.
So what else is essential for making an organization AI ready?
Having a great team is key.
Okay.
You need data scientists,
Mm.
AI specialists,
Mhm.
domain experts,
Mhm.
people who understand both the technical side of AI
Right.
and how to use it in a business setting.
So it's about bringing together the right people to make AI work.
Exactly. Finding the best minds for the job.
And these materials also talk about the importance of culture, right?
Yes, culture is crucial.
Oh, what kind of culture?
You need a culture that embraces innovation
Mm-hmm.
and data-driven decision-making.
Okay.
Employees need to be comfortable with change.
Right.
They need to be eager to learn new skills.
Yeah.
And they need to be open to the transformative power of AI.
So it's like creating an environment where AI can actually thrive.
Exactly. You need the right conditions for it to grow.
And what about training and upskilling employees?
Yeah.
How do we make sure everyone has the skills they need to succeed in an AI-driven world?
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
AI is going to change the workforce. Companies need to invest in training programs to give employees the necessary skills.
Right.
This means providing basic AI literacy for everyone,
Right.
more advanced training for people working directly with AI systems,
Mm-hmm.
and training for leaders on how to strategically implement AI within their teams.
So it's about giving everyone the tools they need to be part of the AI revolution.
Exactly. Not just watching it happen, but being a part of it.
And what are some of the specific skills that employees are going to need?
Well, data literacy is becoming increasingly important.
Okay.
Employees need to understand how to read and analyze data,
Yeah.
even if they're not data scientists.
Right.
Critical thinking and problem-solving skills are also essential
Mm-hmm.
because AI is going to automate a lot of the routine tasks,
Ah.
which means human workers can focus on more complex challenges.
Makes sense.
And, of course, adaptability and a willingness to learn are key
Okay.
because the world of AI is always changing.
So it's about developing a workforce that's agile, analytical, and ready for anything.
Exactly, prepared for the future of work.
We've covered a lot of ground in this segment, exploring the different types of AI,
Yeah.
how they're being used to transform businesses, and the potential they have for the future.
It's exciting stuff.
But I think it's time to take a quick break
Okay,
to let all this information sink in.
sounds good.
We'll be back in a bit to explore the future of AI in business, so stay tuned.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back to our deep dive into AI business leadership. Before the break, we were talking about different types of AI and how they're like changing industries like retail, healthcare, even manufacturing.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how much impact AI is already having.
It really is, and it feels like this is just the beginning.
Oh, absolutely. We're just scratching the surface here.
Right.
AI has so much potential. And as the technology keeps getting better,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to see even more innovation. more applications that could change almost every part of business.
Yeah, it feels like we're at the start of something huge, you know?
Yeah, like a technological revolution unfolding right in front of us.
But with all this talk about potential, I think it's important to think about the bigger picture.
Okay.
Where is this all going? What does the future of AI in business actually look like?
That's a great question. And it's tough to predict the future, for sure.
Right.
But there are some pretty clear trends that give us a hint of where AI is headed.
Okay, what kind of trends?
One of the biggest ones is the democratization of AI.
What does that mean?
It means that AI tools and platforms are becoming more accessible,
Okay.
more affordable, which means smaller businesses, even individuals, will be able to use the power of AI.
So it's not just going to be those big tech companies anymore. then?
Exactly. AI is becoming more inclusive, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I like that.
This is going to lead to a surge in innovation because more people will have the tools to experiment with AI and create new applications.
Right.
We can expect to see a wave of new AI-powered startups
Wow.
disrupting industries and creating new markets we haven't even thought of yet.
It's like opening the floodgates to all these new possibilities.
Exactly, unleashing the power of AI on a whole new level.
What other trends are we seeing?
Another big one is explainable AI or XAI.
Okay, XAI, what's that?
So as AI systems become more complex and their decisions have a bigger impact on our lives, it's super important that we understand how those decisions are made.
Right.
XAI is about making AI more transparent,
Okay.
more accountable by giving us insights into how it's thinking.
So it's like lifting the veil on AI's decision making.
Exactly. Making it less of a mystery.
Right, making it more understandable.
And more trustworthy,
Yeah.
because we can see how it's arriving at its conclusions.
I can see why that's important, especially as AI takes on more responsibility in areas like healthcare or finance.
Absolutely. Those are areas where
Right.
trust is paramount.
Okay, so what else is on the horizon for AI?
Another trend to watch is how AI is merging with other new technologies. We're seeing AI being combined with things like blockchain, the Internet of Things, 5G, to create powerful new solutions.
So it's like AI is becoming the brain of a whole network of technologies.
Yeah, a good way to think about it. It's connecting and enhancing other technologies to create something even greater.
What are some examples of how that's happening?
One example is smart factories.
Okay.
Sensors collect data from machines and processes all over the factory, and then AI algorithms analyze that data to optimize production,
Right.
predict when maintenance is needed, and improve overall efficiency. This combination of AI and the Internet of Things is really changing manufacturing.
Yeah, making it smarter.
More efficient, more resilient, and more responsive to change.
It's like the factory is learning and adapting in real time.
It is. It's becoming more intelligent.
What other examples come to mind?
Another exciting area is AI and blockchain in supply chain management.
Okay.
Blockchain creates a secure and transparent record of everything that happens in the supply chain.
Right.
And AI can analyze that data to find bottlenecks, optimize routes, and even predict potential problems.
That's amazing.
It makes the supply chain more efficient,
Yeah.
more resilient, and more sustainable.
So these technologies are working together to make things better.
They are. They complement each other perfectly.
Sounds like the future of AI is all about collaboration then.
It is collaboration between humans and AI,
Right.
and collaboration between AI and other emerging technologies.
So it's not humans versus AI.
No, not at all.
It's humans and AI working together
Exactly. It's about partnership.
to shape the future of business.
That's the key.
But as AI takes on more responsibility
Yeah,
and its decisions have a bigger impact on our lives,
right.
how do we make sure those decisions align with human values?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
And as AI gets more powerful, the ethical considerations become even more important.
How do we make sure AI is used for good?
We need to be really thoughtful about how we design, develop, and use AI systems,
Okay.
making sure they align with our values and that they benefit society as a whole.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
No.
It's about the values that guide it.
Exactly.
It's like we need an ethical framework for AI, a set of guidelines to make sure it's used responsibly.
A roadmap for ethical AI development.
What would that look like?
A good ethical framework for AI would have several key principles.
Okay, like what?
First and foremost, fairness and non-discrimination.
Right.
We need to make sure AI systems aren't biased against certain groups of people
Yeah.
and that they treat everyone fairly.
That's really important.
It is. This means being careful about the data used to train AI systems and taking steps to reduce bias in the algorithms themselves.
So it's not just the code, it's the data too.
Exactly. The data is the foundation.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
That's right.
Wow.
Another key principle is transparency.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Right. We need to understand how AI systems are making decisions,
Mm-hmm.
and those decisions need to be explainable.
So we can see the reasoning behind them.
This transparency is essential for building trust.
Okay, what else is important?
Privacy is crucial.
Okay.
AI systems often use huge amounts of data,
Yeah.
and it's super important that this data is handled responsibly
Right?
and that people's privacy is protected.
Absolutely.
This means being open about how data is collected, used, and stored,
Mm-hmm.
and it means giving people control over their own data.
Data privacy is becoming more and more important these days.
It is, especially with AI systems that can analyze so much personal information. And then there's accountability.
Yeah.
When things go wrong with AI systems, and they will at some point,
Yeah.
we need to know who's responsible.
When accountable.
Who's accountable for the decisions the AI makes?
Mm-hmm.
Who's responsible for making sure it's used ethically?
It's about having clear lines of responsibility.
Exactly. So we're prepared to deal with any ethical challenges that come up.
That makes sense. It's a lot to think about.
It is,
Mhm.
but these are crucial conversations to have.
Yeah, we can't just ignore these issues.
If we want AI to benefit everyone, we need to make sure it's developed and used ethically.
So it's not just about the technology, it's about the human values behind it.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so we've talked about the future of AI in business,
Yeah, a lot to unpack there.
and we've delved into the ethical side of things.
Right, these are big questions.
But before we wrap up, I think it's time to shift gears a bit.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll focus on you, the listener,
Right.
and how you can use AI to improve your work, your career, and even your life.
Sounds good.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to that conversation.
Welcome back to our deep dive into AI business leadership. We've covered so much ground.
We have.
Different types of AI, how it's changing everything, the potential it has for the future,
Right.
and of course the ethical stuff we got to keep in mind.
Definitely.
But now I think it's time to bring it all home, and talk
Yeah.
about what this means for you, the listener.
Yeah, how can you
Yeah.
actually use this information?
Right.
It's been an incredible journey so far,
Yeah.
right? Exploring AI and how it's impacting businesses.
Absolutely.
We started with the basic ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're imagining a future where AI is just part of everything we do.
Right.
But now let's focus on you, the individual.
Okay.
How can you harness AI to make your work better,
Yeah.
advance your career, and maybe even improve your life?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It is.
We've seen how AI is changing everything from stores to healthcare to factories.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But how can we as individuals actually use this technology to our advantage?
The key is to start by thinking about the challenges you face in your work or your life.
Okay.
What are the things that AI could potentially help you with?
Like specific examples.
Yeah. Are there tasks you do over and over that take up a lot of your time?
Mm-hmm.
Could you use AI to understand data that's just too much for you to handle on your own?
Okay.
Think about those areas where AI could make you even better at what you already do well,
Mm-hmm.
or make your work processes smoother.
So it's about looking at our work and our lives from an AI perspective.
Exactly like putting on AI glasses.
Okay. I like that.
What are the pain points, the inefficiencies,
Yeah.
the places where we could be working smarter, not harder?
Yeah.
And then we can think about how AI tools could address those needs.
So it's about being proactive, looking for those opportunities.
Exactly. AI isn't just something that happens to you.
Right.
It's something you can actively use to your advantage.
And you don't need to be like a tech genius to use it, right?
No, not at all.
Like, where do we even start?
There are tons of resources available online.
Okay.
Many of them are free.
Cool.
You can explore platforms that offer pre-built AI models,
Okay.
experiment with different AI tools,
Mm-hmm.
and learn the basics of how AI works.
So it's about being curious, trying things out,
Yeah,
and not being afraid to just dive in.
exactly. Jump in and get your hands dirty.
It's kind of like learning a new language, right?
It is a great analogy.
It might seem intimidating at first, but with some practice, you can become fluent.
Absolutely. And just like learning a new language opens up new possibilities,
Mhm.
so does learning about AI.
Okay.
It can give you new skills, make you more valuable in the job market.
Speaking of the job market, a lot of people are worried about AI taking their jobs.
I understand that fear is
Yeah.
a common one.
Yeah, will machines take over?
AI will definitely change the workforce,
Right.
just like technology always has throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
But I think AI will mostly augment jobs, not replace them.
Okay, what do you mean?
AI will automate certain tasks,
Sure.
but that frees up human workers to focus on things that require creativity,
Right.
critical thinking,
Mm.
emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
Those are things AI can't do yet.
So it's not humans versus AI. It's more like humans plus AI,
Exactly, working together,
right, to be even more effective.
each contributing their own unique strengths.
I like that. And this new way of working will require people to adapt and learn new skills, right?
Absolutely. The jobs of the future will likely involve working alongside AI systems,
Mm.
collaborating with them, using their capabilities to achieve more.
So it's not just about learning to use AI. It's about learning to work with it,
Exactly.
like it's a teammate.
Exactly. A partner, not a replacement.
And that requires a different way of thinking.
It does. Being open to new technologies and committed to continuous learning.
Right. Always growing and adapting.
The people who thrive in this future will be the ones who are adaptable, curious, and always learning.
So embracing the change, seeing AI as a tool that can help us achieve more.
Exactly. AI can be incredibly empowering if we approach it with the right mindset.
I want to circle back to something we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
The ethical side of AI.
Right, those important considerations.
How can we as individuals make sure AI is used ethically and responsibly?
It's crucial that everyone is part of the conversation about AI ethics.
Not just the experts.
Right, not just the people building it.
So what can we do?
Stay informed, read articles, listen to podcasts, attend events about AI ethics.
Okay.
You can also support organizations working to ensure AI is used for good.
So being informed and speaking up.
Exactly. Using your voice to shape the future of AI in a way that aligns with your values.
It's a good reminder that even with all this technology, human values are still important.
Couldn't agree more.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
The future of AI isn't something that's just happening to us.
Right.
It's something we're building together.
We all have a role to play.
And by embracing AI with enthusiasm and responsibility,
Yes.
we can create a future where it benefits all of humanity.
Absolutely. That's the goal.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI business leadership.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you learned something new, got some new ideas, and feel inspired to explore the possibilities of AI.
And to use it wisely.
Exactly. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
Keep those questions coming.